What's up, chooms? Welcome back to the Realist Reviews, where we keep it real. I'm Brandon J, and today we're talking about Cyberpunk Edgerunners on Netflix. Let's check it out. Okay, so first off, spoiler warning. If you haven't seen this, go check it out first, then come back because we're gonna get into it. All right, so we start off with the cops fighting a cyber psycho with lots and lots of heavy foreshadowing of the main character David becoming a cyber psycho himself. If you're familiar with Cyberpunk 2077, then you'll know what a cyber psycho is. For those who haven't, it's basically a person who makes too many cybernetic enhancements to their body and basically loses their mind. Like, they go crazy and destroy everything else in the process. So you definitely don't want that to happen. Following the death of his mom, David falls into a group of outlaws called the Edgerunners. And they start doing petty crimes just to start paying bills. David's medical bills and everything else just keeps racking up and racking up. He's having a really hard time just existing. So yeah, he joins this group of outlaws and they start doing petty crimes to pay for whatever. So David is basically a pawn in Arasaka's scheme to get him to test the cyber skeleton, basically because of his tolerance to all the cybernetic enhancements that he's done to his body. It's a love story, it's got action, betrayal, what's not to love? It has a tragic ending, but really, is it even that tragic though? Because we get to see Adam Smasher and that part was pretty awesome. All right, let's get into some of my favorite things about this show. Number one, the art style was dope. It's very bright, neon, gritty. The music was fantastic. If you played the game, a lot of the music was kind of just same high energy, pumping EDM. So that was really fun. The main theme song with Franz Ferdinand was the perfect choice. This Fire, I've had that on repeat since I've watched the show. And the song I Really Want to Stay at Your House by Rosa Wilson and Haley Coggins, I believe. That song has been on repeat since I've seen the show. It's just perfect. Some other really cool things about the show are that they use a lot of the same sound effects from the game itself, like the traffic walk, signals. You got the phone ringing, which is the exact same soundbite from the game, and just little things like that. Makes it feel a lot more familiar. Some of my favorite things included the voice cast. Giancarlo Esposito, who you might know from Breaking Bad, was Faraday, which was really cool hearing his voice. We also have Matthew Mercer as Falco. You might know him as McCree from Overwatch. So it was really cool hearing these familiar voices and just like, hey, that sounds familiar. And then you look it up and you find out who it is. You're like, holy shit, I love that actor. So that was another really cool thing about the show. All right, so those are my thoughts on Cyberpunk Edgerunners on Netflix. I absolutely love this show. If you're a fan of anime, if you're a fan of the game itself, I think you'll really love the show. Otherwise, I think it's got a little bit of something for everybody. I love the music, the action was cool. There was a bit of a love story too. The art style was fantastic. Just overall, the show is just perfect. So here's what I thought. Now tell me what you thought down in the comments. And yeah, until next time, bye.